Hey, Voice Spears Falcons. Mr. Audo here, coming at you from the hallway to the gym and out to recess. Kind of a rainy Sunday out there. We were going to start working on some bones, and we might as well just kind of stay on top of that. I'm going to use my poster, I think, today, and I'm going to go over all these bones. Well, maybe not every single one of them, but feel free to pause this at any time, and just try to maybe add a couple a week would be good. Starting down here in the foot, we got the phalanges. By the way, your fingers are also called phalanges. That seems to be a group that most kids remember. And these names are Latin. That comes from being in a phalanx, like lined up like a bunch of soldiers. But anyway, I want you to know all these bones are Latin names, and they have other meanings too. So then we have the metatarsal bones. Those are in the top of the foot. Closer to the ankle, there's the tarsals. Okay. Your big shin bone, that's the tibia. It's easy to mix up with that little fibula. You got two bones in your lower leg, just like your arm, your lower arm, your forearm has two bones. Moving up, we have the patella. That means little plate. Femur, the longest, strongest bone in your body. And it's kind of interesting. It's got a hinge joint, kind of like at the hinge of a door, and then a ball and socket joint. Your shoulder's like that too. Your pelvic girdle is made up of a few bones that are fused together. We're just going to stick with the pelvic girdle for now, but there's, technically there's three different bones on each side that kind of merge together. Oh man, the vertebrae, super important. They're vertical vertebrae. Your spinal cord and your nerves run down that and sends messages out to your body and messages from your body to your brain. Let's go ahead and move up the body to the ribs, also called the costals. They help protect the internal organs, the heart and the lungs, along with the sternum. It's kind of like, I call that the shield for the heart. Vertebrae go all the way up your back here. Let's go ahead and stay on what they call the thoracic skeleton, the thorax. And we have your clavicle. And then it connects to your shoulder blade. We don't see that really well right here, but it's kind of flat. It's called the scapula. Maybe you remember I jokingly say if Dracula was going to choose a bone for a spatula, he would use a scapula. Let's go ahead and jump up to the skull for now. It's another group of bones that are fused together. That means they can't really move. The only part of our skull we can move is the mandible, the jawbone. Over here, let's go ahead and jump over here to this long bone of the arm. It's called the humerus. So humerus, and again, there's that ball and socket joint, and then here's a hinge joint. And then there's the two bones of the forearm, the ulna and the radius. The ulna is on the pinky side. You can touch that and kind of locate it. It's easy to palpate or touch. And then the radius is on the other side. It can rotate like the radius of a circle. In the hand and the wrist, we have carpals. And then that's up here, metacarpals. Meta means above or beyond. And then we have the phalanges. So, interesting stuff. We have what's called an endoskeleton. That means it's inside of our body. There are creatures called vertebrates. They have vertebrae. And there's invertebrates, like perhaps a jellyfish. And then there's creatures that have an exoskeleton. Those are things like crabs or insects. Here's a picture of some of the different kind of joints. We mentioned the hinge and the ball and socket. And then within each bone, there's different parts of bone. It's really fascinating and really amazing. So anyway, I hope you study this. It doesn't have to be all at once. It can be, a few bones a week. Audo out.